Move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute. This is the show where we sit here and watch names printed in yellow as they scroll by at the end of the film Caddyshack, 1 minute at a time. My name is Tom Taylor, and as always, I am joined by Dan Lewis.
Yeah, I know there have been a lot of concerns, so I just want to say I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah.
We're also joined by Mike DeMaria.
I believe everything that anyone else has watched Chad play impresses me. The same thing impresses them.
What does it mean to you now when the team is struggling?
I want to kiss you. I couldn't care less about the team struggling. I want to kiss you.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah!
A huge compliment.
Thanks, Joe.
Joe Namath
Thanks, Joe.
the fourth-decade team.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. I don't know what minute we discussed that, but I wanted to get that one in there before.
No, it's never too late.
That would have been.
I mean, it
1
could
or
be
2
too late in
minutes
a couple
ago.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gorgeous. We are here to discuss minute 97 of Caddyshack.
That was Joe Namath, by the way, drunk on live TV.
The Joe Namath. He's apparently some sort of sports playing figure.
And he doesn't care if you're struggling.
No, he doesn't care if we're struggling.
I think he famously guaranteed victory in one of the first couple Super Bowls there.
Oh yeah, how'd that
They
go?
were the underdogs, and I think he famously declared victory. It's like he maybe got to a point where he just thought that he willed things to be true.
Did he ever get to kiss that reporter? Do we know?
I don't know, but when Joe Namath promises something, God damn it, he's going to do it.
Goddamn right I do.
I don't know why.
Even if
for
the
all I
team
know,
is
he's a
struggling?
perfectly decent guy, but that was pretty creepy.
Was he the
Was
one whose
that-
leg broke? Like
No.
on TV?
No.
Joe Theismann.
No, Joe Theismann.
That's the confusion
No.
I had the other day, Tom.
No,
where I
Joe
said
Theismann. Joe Theismann had his leg broken on live TV. That was
Yeah,
one of those.
that's
That's the most horrific leg snapping incident in sports.
I think my cousins were at that game.
Yeah, it was when his leg got snapped in half, and it was just like dangling.
Good
Oh.
grief.
I don't care if the leg is
Sure.
dangling.
Dangling. I just want to kiss you.
We're all kissing each other now at the Caddyshack Minute. It's beautiful. We're nearing the end. All our inhibitions are thrown to the wind. It's minute 97, everybody, and it's more end credits. I don't have any bookends for this because it's just credits. There's just names.
No, let's do the bookends.
Well, yeah, you have a bookend. It starts with one person's name and it ends with another person's name. You got to know.
Mike,
Yeah,
you said it
assistant-
beautifully. I could not.
It starts with the
possibly
assistant
improve on
camera people with the great name John Lewis Winner,
that. Sure.
and then it ends with the thanking the Boca Raton, thanking the Rolling Hills Golf Club,
Yeah. No, wait, is
which
this?
has come up many times in
Oh, I gotta
Davie,
wait.
Florida.
I got to tell you guys something. I made an incredible discovery like minutes before recording just now.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go.
We're going through all these. I had the note. I actually took notes on the credits. Okay, you get "I'm All Right" by Lenny Coggins, Kenny Loggins. "Lead the Way," which I have no idea what that is. "Mr. Knight," I know that's the one at the pool. I'm just watching all these. "Something on Your Mind," performed by Hilly Michaels. Do you guys know what song that is?
No.
I almost want one of you to look it up on YouTube. It's readily available on YouTube. I want you to look it up and listen to it. But it's going to
Something
blow
on
your
Your
mind
Mind.
what song that is.
Wait a minute. There's something on my.
Is that the one by the beat?
If you type, no, it's "Something on Your Mind" performed by Hilly Michaels. If you just type in "Something on Your Mind" Caddyshack, it'll come up.
All right, give me a minute here. So we have to
All
do
right.
this now, all right?
I think it'll be effective.
Give us.
I would like to get your reaction.
Oh!
See?
I can't believe it. How is that song called "Something on Your Mind"? It sounds like a Phil Collins song.
And how is everybody unable to find it anywhere on the face of the earth? And it's right there on, I guess, the soundtrack?
Incredible. How come when I'm typing boat scene Caddyshack into Google that doesn't
Yes.
show up in the comments from the YouTube page?
Thanks, computer.
Folks, Something on
jerk.
Your Mind, Hilly Michaels. The instrumental from the beginning of the Caddyshack Minute. You know it famously from the beginning of the Caddyshack Minute. Also is part of a scene from Caddyshack.
How does that have anything to do with having on your mind? The music.
Well, there's like the guy's like yelling at it. There's like
Yeah,
lyrics in it.
what
about
is the
something
thing
your
that's on
mind.
this person's mind? I'd like to know.
I don't
aside
know.
from lithium.
So I think
Wait,
it's
when
that
is
drum
it-
set
Wait, when is he yelling?
landed in the water.
When is the lyrics? Oh, you got to listen to the whole song then, right?
No, it's like right at the beginning, I think.
Right,
I mean,
but it says
starts off-
instrumental movie version. What's the regular version?
I don't know. Oh, you have the instrument.
Oh,
Mine says Hilly Michaels, Something on Your Mind, instrumental / movie
No.
version. What
No,
is
there
the
is- Oh, really?
lyrics?
yeah. There is lyrics
Type
to
in
it.
lyrics by
literally
Ira
something on your
Gershwin.
mind, Caddyshack, and it's got lyrics. It's just him
And
going,
it's-
something on your mind.
Yeah. Something
really annoying.
on. There's something on your mind.
He ruined his own song.
Something on your mind. Something
very,
on your mind.
Like
Like
B-52s.
novelty goofball song
Yeah.
that you'd hear on some morning zoo in 1980.
Oh my god.
It's nuts.
There's one by Big J McNeely. Something on your mind.
No, I
I
don't care
think
about that
that's.
one.
I think
not the
that one is.
same.
That one
No.
is probably
Ooh,
like
this
one of
one's
those
pretty good though.
love songs that they would sell on TV in 1982.
Ooh, check
Is
out.
that Caddyshack rock? We'll turn it up, man.
There's something on my mind.
See? That's nuts. Oh, yeah, that's my big discovery. Almost before the end of the movie.
I cannot believe that, Tom.
Yeah. Oh, we struggled. We're like, oh, that'd be great to start the show with that song,
Struggling.
but we can't possibly
Yeah.
find it. Well, I guess we'll have to use it straight from the movie, which ended up being great. You get Rodney at the beginning of every show.
Yeah, it
You
ends
get
up
Judge
better. Hey,
Smails
move over,
complaining and
Swanson. I'm
everything.
driving.
It's a nice, strong start to every single episode of this show.
Well, you
Everyone
know
will
what would have
agree.
been good though, Tom, is to do it where one of us goes, "Move over, Swanson. I'm driving," and then the song starts. We just do all
Oh,
the
yeah.
parts. Hey, just got ahead from Amelia Earhart. Oh, my dinghy
Yeah.
is bigger than your whole boat. Boom.
Oh, you?
Oh,
Oh,
oh heave
Ah.
off.
He won't.
you won't.
He won't.
You won't.
Heave off.
I always
Hey,
thought he
you
said he
scratched
won't.
my anchor.
He won't.
You scratched my anchor.
He won't.
Where's reverse? I'm struggling with this boat. I
I
want to
don't
kiss
care.
Judge Smails. But that still doesn't. I listened to a couple other songs that are mentioned here in the credits, and I just don't know where they show up in the movie. You mentioned that beat song, "There She Goes," and I have no idea. It's not the English beat. It's not the cool beat. It's this other
What?
beat that I don't know.
That's not the
There
English
she
beat.
goes.
No, it's just some beat.
No, there's only one band called The Beat, and it's
No,
It's
that's why they
courtesy-
called themselves the English Beat. It's because there was like an
Oh.
American band called the Beat.
because of this band,
I think so.
probably.
Yeah.
And who was
What's
the
the
But I,
name of the
I
band?
song?
can't place the song in the movie at all. I have no idea where it is. Any way you want it, I can place that, I think.
Something on my mind.
Summertime Blues.
Bum, 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 bum. There's something on my mind. Bum, 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 bum.
Mike's having a ball.
Ba-da-bum, 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 bum, 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 bum.
Apogee Productions, they do the special effects, and yeah, I think that's, is that John Dykstra's company, maybe? If my wife were here, she would be able to tell me the history of that place. If that
No, he's
Apogee
dropping-
turned
I'm a
into
parody
something
guy
else, or they're
myself.
still around or something, or I don't know, there's some significant thing there.
But all I know, but this song, the instrumental version of this, could be like an outtake from, Clockwork Orange.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of like the
I
B-side
can
to
picture
the
that.
to the electronic Beethoven, the electronic
Yeah.
Ode to Joy.
All sped up with two birds in his room and stuff. By
Wendy
bird, I mean
Carlos.
young lady. Caddyshack, the soundtrack album is available on Columbia Records and Tapes. Get the money! There's no CDs!
Performed by
I got
Hilly
nothing.
Michaels.
Hilly.
Yeah,
I got
whatever
nothing.
that is. Thank you,
Hey,
Hilly
listen.
Michaels. We love your song. We just don't know what the story is. We don't know why you're singing on it or why you're hiding the
What-
name of the song. Like I don't know
Is
why
there
it was
a
so
li-
hard to find your song.
Is there a live version of it?
There must be. There will be as soon as we form a band just to cover it.
It'd be crazy if you had a band just come out and just play that first. As the first
Yeah.
song at a concert.
Then drop an anchor right through the stage at the end
Yeah.
and leave.
You all scratched my anchor and then just dropped the mic.
It's a good show, but we can only do it once before we get kicked
I
out
think
of
scratching your anchor does have a euphemistic kind of sound, doesn't it?
here. Yeah.
What's it mean? Hey, be careful you don't scratch your anchor.
Oh, somebody's gonna get his anchor scratched.
Hey, woo.
Play your cards right. You prevert.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the credits, guys.
What?
Well, no, let's, come on now.
I know.
We got lots of credits here. The
We
late,
do.
great Eddie Cochran died so young.
Sure.
A lot of tragedy around this movie.
It's my brother.
It's my brother. You got, I noticed you had Grip Edward Knott Jr.,
Yes.
probably the son of famed Grip Ed Knott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it might not be.
Also, the electrical person, William Swan Jr., probably the son of the famous electrical person, Bill Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say William Swan, and I was going to correct you and say Bill Swan. Bill Swan.
Oh, okay. But, yeah, if I do it, you probably should mention it after the fact, the joke that you were going to make.
Yeah. I just want to cover all the bases.
All
Do you think
right.
it'd be fun to be in Journey? Do you think it'd be cool if you were in Journey?
Absolutely.
Now?
No, not now. Like at their height. Like I had their live album, Captured, Journey Captured, and there was like pictures all over. Like it folded out, so there were pictures all over the inside of them, like on tour and on stage and stuff, and the screaming fans and everything. I'm like, gosh, these guys mostly seem like a bunch of douchebags. But if you were one of them, that'd be super cool. That'd be the life, right?
Let me
Isn't that like
tell you
living
something,
the dream?
Tom.
Well, there were
Being
also-
a
go ahead.
douchebag is not bad because it's like being inside the ugliest building in town. Right? Like,
Yeah.
That's the building you don't have to look at.
But you have a beautiful view of like the
Right?
most beautiful
you have a
building
beautiful
in town
view
across
of
the
better
street.
people.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with being a douche. I mean, from that vantage point, there's nothing wrong with being a douchebag, but there's a relativity thing going on here.
And those
Yeah.
guys were kind of like they were professional musicians. You know, it wasn't
Right.
like it wasn't like a Van Halen where they're just there's a bunch of party guys and like a couple of good musicians in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like plain white tees.
Yeah. I mean, Journey was like they had like the Steve Smith, the drummer, was a sessions drummer. You know, he could play anything. He could play any style. You know, they were like just studio musicians, like really, really good players. You know,
All right.
so you could say, you know, I don't think they were like tearing up hotel rooms and stuff. Maybe they were. I don't know.
Right. But like, you know, they had like screaming, adoring fans and stuff, and it was like summertime, and they're on the road, and that guy doesn't have sleeves on his shirt, and all, you know, he's a rock and roll star.
And they're on the bus. They're
Right.
playing pinochle.
Yeah, being a part ain't easy on this love affair.
Yeah.
You know, I hear a lot about how being on tour is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you hear about like what a drag it is,
Yeah.
and that it's not all it's cracked up to be, and everybody thinks it's this big glorious life. It really is just really terrible and horrible.
The road ain't no place to start a family, Dan.
And no matter how many times someone tells me that, I still don't believe them.
Yeah.
Well, it
Especially
depends
if
if
you're
you're.
like-
Well, it depends if you're in the O'Connell line van, you know,
Right.
driving
Right.
across country with your shitty band,
Right.
or with your band that's trying to get signed, and you're stuck in this little tiny van, and you're eating just crap, and you have nowhere to sleep.
Yeah.
Then it sucks.
I'm thinking bus level, bus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like big bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big silver, it looks like a big silver bus, and it looks like it's got like 2 bathrooms, bigger than my apartment,
Yeah. And there's
You
only
guys don't have to
4.
see each other if
faster
you
than
don't
my
want to.
apartment, better
There's
gas
al-
mileage than my apartment.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
easier to open the windows there than it is in my
Right.
apartment.
Yeah,
Harder to
right.
park than your apartment, but still,
Yeah.
it's not the point.
Yeah, I just don't believe. I don't believe people. I think that it's like part of me wants, and I know I know that I'm wrong intellectually. I got to be wrong. Like if I was on tour, I would be
Right.
like, "Oh, I get it. It does suck." But right now, I refuse to accept
Yeah.
that it sucks.
Yeah.
You're on the phone with your wife or sweetheart, and you're like, "Oh, how's it going, honey? Oh,
Yeah.
this chair is really comfortable on the bus."
I just wish I could
Once
come
again-
home, baby. I'm gonna
once
get on the
again, I'm
first
all-
plane out of here.
Okay, Big Bopper.
Bopper.
No, it's and then at any time you could just go over to the bus driver and just treat him like complete crap,
Yeah.
and say at the next small town, pull over because I'm going to do something that that I'm going to do because I'm a rock star.
Right.
So just
Hey,
pull over
Smitty.
and I'm gonna
Yeah. No more
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Okay, you got it.
Move
Yeah,
over,
we're gonna-
Swanson. I'm driving.
And the next town, let's find the town monument because I'm going to piss on it because I'm a rock star.
Right.
I'm gonna dump the bus's sewage into the Chicago River as we're going over a bridge. It's going to land.
That was
on
Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
I can't believe such a nice, talented fellow could stoop to something so
That's
low.
now that's one of the worst bands that I've ever heard.
Yeah. How many
That's my
bands could
Dave
you
Matthews
say
impression.
that dumping all of their shitty sewage on the Chicago River is like the 168th worst thing they did?
Yeah. And
It's the worst thing they ever did off of a recording.
And that
Right.
violin or that saxophone, whatever the hell they got in that, or that like Kenny G sound that's in the back. Oh my god.
That music has no soul at all. Zero.
No.
No. It's daggers. It's
And
daggers.
that's like
in
one
my
of those
mind.
things. It's one of those things that if you were going on a date with somebody and everything was going well, everything was going great,
Yeah.
and then you started
the
talking
one.
about music, and then the other person, and I'll say it's male or female because you could be on either side of the, if you were the female and on the date from talking from my perspective.
I
And
want
it
to
could be
kiss
that-
you.
Right, it could be, but either if anybody of them opened their mouth and said, you know what, that's my favorite band. You say, you know what, Stan, say, fuck you. This is
the
over.
ejector
I
button.
can't continue on this any longer.
You sock him in the face, no questions asked.
Yeah, you just drill them.
Dump them on the side of the road.
Yeah.
No, that's awful. I agree with
That
you
is
though,
just
Mike.
terrible.
There's
Yeah,
several
it's
things
over.
like that. Like, what if, like, I wonder, Tom, what about you? What about what inconsequential, non-political, let's say,
Yeah, let's take the politics out of
culturally
that. 'Cause
based
that's-
thing would you say could come up where you just go, I'm sorry, check please.
Dave Matthews would be one of them. I
That's
think I've
already
done. You know what
taken.
though? You know what? I think I've done that. I think I had a girlfriend in the olden days around that time when he was like big, and she like made me a tape, and it was like Dave Matthews.
Oh,
and I was like,
Jesus.
you just like kind of grit your teeth, like that's great.
Oh Christ! And you had to pretend to enjoy it, right?
She was a very nice person.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. But now at this stage in life, you just don't. Time is precious.
Right. You can't just
You know?
like wade through Dave Matthews's.
No.
No.
Or it's like if there's somebody that has a name that you don't want to say every day. Like what's your
Right.
name? Everything's going well.
Rumpelstiltskin.
No, if they say like my name is
Mr. Mixelplex.
like Lorelei. I don't want to say Lorelei. I don't want
Right.
to say that every day.
Sorry
I don't
to
want to call you up on the
Loreleis out
phone
there.
and say, "Hey, Lorelei, what are you doing?"
Hey, Lori.
So I can't-
No, it's
I don't-
Lorelei.
I'll just call you
Can I please
Lie.
call you Lori? Please let me call you Lori.
Or Lore.
I wanna
I can't
kiss
do
you.
it.
I don't care if I'm
it's-
struggling with your name.
Laurel.
It doesn't matter. Whatever it
That
is, I
is-
just can't. I don't want that in my life every day, and it has
No.
nothing to do with the. It's not. I'm sure
Lorelei.
they're lovely people. The name's a lovely person, and anybody out there who's named that, I don't mean anything by it. I
Yeah.
just choose not to say that every day.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
You know,
That's what
Yeah.
nicknames are for.
what's another
That's
one?
even
There's
less.
other-
That's Mike found something even less consequential than like musical taste. Although that's not that wouldn't be important.
It's a little
but
more personal. It's a little more.
yeah,
just
I
like
don't
I don't
like
want to
your
say
name.
your name or
Yeah,
I don't like your face.
I don't
And what
like
if she's
your I
hideously
don't like
ugly?
your Vans that you're wearing. Something I don't know.
Yeah. Your breath smells like butt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that will keep you from liking a person, but it sounds
Yeah.
like we're starting to just describe a hideous person, and that's
yeah. It's usually
not exactly
not
what
their
we're
name.
getting at.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's tons of stuff that I just hate that I don't know.
But
yeah.
Tom, what
like-
if it like Phantom Menace or something? What if what if she just seems perfect and then she goes, I love tall goofy nerds.
Yeah, keep coming. Yeah.
I like infantile goofball longshanksy idiots who go to camp
Check.
for their entire lives.
Yeah.
I like this. I like that. And Phantom Menace is the best of all Star Wars movies. What do you do?
Okay, now is she saying that because she's unfamiliar with Star Wars?
No,
and
she goes,
just
I'm a
likes that
huge
one?"
fan.
Oh boy.
As you would expect somebody who really
Well, then he would
really
debate
is
that.
into tall, goofy, punchable, dopey oaf idiots.
Yeah.
She also says, I'm really into Star Wars. Super into it. And I'm going to say something a little bit controversial right now that you may... I think Phantom Menace is not only great, but is in fact the best Star Wars movie. What do you do?
Now, see, if I liked her enough, and if she had enough other good qualities, maybe that would be like our cutesy poo, lifelong
Oh,
conflict
Jesus.
thing.
Yeah,
that we
like
had.
Mary Matlin and James Carville. You guys could just be different for your entire lives.
You said Mary Matlin, and I saw Marriott Hartley, and I thought you were going for Marriott Hartley and what's his name? James. What's his name? Rockford.
Yeah, Rockford Files.
Yeah.
No.
I'm blanking on his name.
No, that's your fault. You're the one who brought it up.
But
James
now I made
Garner.
you blank on it, didn't I?
James
Yeah,
Garner.
yeah.
James Garner. Thank you.
God damn it.
With their cute little Polaroid commercials.
Well, I sure would appreciate it.
Well, I tell you, I sure would appreciate it.
Long Shanksy.
Okay, how about if she woke up every morning and she had to listen to Life in a Northern Town by, what's that band? Dream something? I don't know what they're called.
Dream Syndicate
that's
or-
it. Yes.
Dream Butthole? Yeah, for some reason I can't handle that song. Immediately I get like a car headache,
Really?
like a car sickness headache, and I get kind of like I just want to lay down and throw up.
Well, Dream
I just wanna
Academy. I'm
kiss you.
sorry. Dream Academy.
Dream Academy. Yeah.
That's different from Dream Theater.
That's what I was mixing it up with. I don't even know Dream Theater, but I know that
It was
it's
Dream
not
Syndicate,
Dream
too.
Academy.
Yeah. And what's different from... and then there's Queensryche.
And there's Dream Corporation.
Oh,
and,
I hated Queensryche. I didn't like that.
What was it?
I like
Operation
one
Mind.
song by them.
Man, it's very soulless as well. I find that music.
Operation
to be,
Mind Crime.
It was like they were like a
I know what-
ripoff of the shitty version of Pink Floyd.
I know what
Yeah.
song.
Like, why would you do that?
You got to be
know.
careful with the 12-string guitar. You don't want to go crazy with it.
I know what song you liked by them, Tom, I bet.
What?
I bet.
It's that, I don't believe in love.
No,
Silent
Ever
Lucidity?
did. I
not
never
Silent
will.
Lucidity. No,
It's not Silent Lucidity?
I think it was Comfortably Numb. Is that them? No, just
No.
kidding.
Pink Floyd. Easy,
No,
easy.
it was Empire. Was that the name of the song?
Yes.
It was like
yes.
stupidly like, "Rawr," and I kind of liked it. It was kind of like, you know,
You feel Empire.
yeah. That man trapped again, holding his
Jesus.
feet in his hands. Yeah, it was stupid, but
No,
there's something to get behind there.
And they did a
Queen's
concept,
Rock.
and they did a concept album. It was Operation Mind Crime. So it was
Yeah.
like their version of like the rock opera, but it was a concept album, a dark. Come on now.
That's what I think of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dan's expressing his opinion. This is a safe
Too
place.
much LaCroix, you guys.
Always a danger. I don't know why that's funny. But
We
it
talked
is.
about this before, right? What's the shittiest song that you like? Did we talk about this before?
We have. Well, I don't know if we phrased it that way. We've talked about songs that we know we should
Yeah,
be
that's
making
it.
fun of ourselves for liking.
Yeah.
But Beyonce came up in that conversation.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah, that's
I do
yeah,
too.
that's your own problems, the two of you.
I really like the "Welcome to New York" song by Taylor Swift from the beginning of "The Secret Life of Pets."
It's just
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah, I like that too. I like that movie.
You and me, Dan.
No, the movie's fine.
Yeah.
Welcome to New York. Yeah, I like a lot of that Taylor Swift business.
Yeah.
The good one, the ones that are obviously poppy
good
and
side.
aimed at
Yeah,
my
yeah, on the good
dumb
side, I was just gonna
pop
say.
gland. On the
On
good
the
side,
good
yeah.
side.
Yeah, she's pretty good. I'll go along with that. I mean, I'm not gonna put it on and jam to it, like tonight later on.
No.
I'm just gonna.
But that my like iTunes whatever collection is littered with like, oh, Tom secretly liked that song, so he actually paid like $1 to own it, and it's like totally out of context with everything else in his collection. Like
Right.
Rihanna, there's a couple Rihanna songs on there
Oh boy.
like that, that are just like, oh, this is one of the best songs I've ever heard in my entire life. It has nothing to do with anything else that I like. What do I do with this? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about all that.
I don't know.
I found a
Yeah.
booger in my nostril place. That song, that's really good.
I don't know. It's well, didn't you talk?
What's the worst movie that you like? How about that, huh?
That's harder. Because I hate bad movies.
No, then you could go,
do
but
you,
no,
Tom?
no. Then he could, he probably likes like the cable movie, the movie that comes on and you just end up watching the whole thing.
Yeah, like it
Yeah,
comes
but
on, you
most of
can't
those are-
stop.
I know what he likes.
What is
Probably
it?
likes like Made in Manhattan with Jennifer Lopez.
No, come on.
Like
stop
some
it.
I'm just saying, like some stupid ass romantic comedy, and you just get sucked into it. And you sit there and watch it. I could see Tom doing
Tom
that.
likes
I
50
don't
First
know.
Dates.
Oh Jesus!
I do like a lot of Adam Sandler movies. Although I stopped after a while. I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of the Waterboy. I think Waterboy, Happy
Oh,
Gilmore,
no,
those
no,
things
no.
are really
I
Waterboy,
haven't seen
no.
Waterboy.
Wedding
No,
Singer.
it's horrifying. That one's bad.
That's
Yeah,
the
that
one.
was
That was one of the
terrible.
3 movies that they premiered. Speaking of Phantom Menace, the Star Wars preview. Like they told, it was before the internet was easily accessible, and so like they would tell you what movie it was going to be at. You could either see Waterboy, Meet Joe Black. Was that it with
Oh yeah,
Brad
with
Pitt?
Brad Pitt.
So it's like,
He
which of these
ages
movies am I going to
backwards.
sit all the way through? Because it would
That's
play
the-
at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie. So like, okay, I want to see it twice, but do I pay to like? So I'm like, oh, Waterboy. I'll go see Waterboy. I don't care. That's actually a very funny film.
No, it's not.
I actually enjoyed it. I may have paid
So we
money
got
to see it
Tom's.
anyway.
It's a Waterboy. What's yours, Mike?
What, the worst?
The one that you know no one's going to agree with you, and you watch it and it comes on cable and you're like, I have to watch it. I compulsively have to watch this right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
There are movies that I know that I love that are mostly coasting on nostalgia and the fact that I was a kid at the time.
Yeah, that's
Like
a
I
different
know that
effect.
in every measurable way, Star Trek: The Motion Picture is a pretty shitty movie, but I adore it.
I feel
It's
that
one of
way
the-
about
I could
a lot
watch
of Star
it all day
Wars.
long. What?
I mean, I feel that way about a lot of Star Wars. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
these
but
are
I
not-
hate the bad Star Wars. When
These
Star
are
Wars
not-
gets bad, I beat up on it. I don't like
These
it.
are not
when
great
was that?
films. I'm talking
which
about
one was
even
that?
the ones that you wouldn't describe as bad.
Which one did it go? Where did it go bad, Tom? I'm
Return
curious
to the
about that.
Jedi. Return to the Jedi's got a lot of really stupid, dumb, bad problems.
Beginning is
It's
cool.
very frustrating. It's not enjoyable.
And did
I
you
like the
think that
beginning.
from the beginning? You don't like?
No, as a
First
kid,
time you
when I
saw
was
it?
12, I was like, hey, rock and roll, Return to the
Yeah.
Jedi, yeah, woo.
All right.
Once you get to the Ewoks, it's a disaster.
The Ewoks, the unmasking of Darth Vader, like, Luke, even the fact of Luke and Leia being brother and sister, that's just baloney. That's obviously retconned. It's obviously not what he was thinking when he was making The Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
Nobody,
Yep, yep.
wants to be there. Everybody seems really bored and out of it and stupid. And they didn't even build a Millennium Falcon. It's just a matte painting. Don't get me started.
Oh my God. The beginning
Yep,
is,
yep.
I like the beginning quite a bit when he comes back for, some time has passed and he comes back
Yeah.
for Han Solo.
It's got its
It's-
moments.
That's good.
But it's
Well,
tough.
too
It's
much
tough.
time has passed.
It's
One of
dumb
those
though.
movies you
Yeah, I
got to
agree with
squint
that.
at. You got to squint and find the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's exhausting.
No, I don't know.
Mine-
Well, speaking of, you guys want to know why I'm a colossal failure?
No, because I'm going to give you my
Damn.
movie first. It's Tin
All right, give me my
Cup.
movie. Oh, really? I've never
Yeah.
seen that.
Tin Cup.
Okay.
Look it up.
Look it up.
I
Look
know
it up.
what it is. I just
It's a golf
Look it
movie.
up. Look it up.
Look it up.
I don't want to look it up. I just want to kiss
Co-starring Cheech Marin and Don Johnson. It's a Kevin Costner vehicle.
The vehicle.
Yeah.
you. I don't care if it's a vehicle.
I don't
I just
care
wanna
if it's
kiss you.
struggling.
Just
You know what I like about it? I have one friend who I share this with and who it speaks to us because we're both stubborn in the same way. And this movie is about this guy, Tin Cup, who somehow he plays his way to
wait a
Is his
minute.
name really Tin Cup?
Wait, is that his
It's
name?
his like nickname or something.
Please stop it. Really?
Oh, Jesus
That's
Christ.
And
dumb.
he's gonna play, and he gets to like the Masters or one of these big U.S. Open tournaments, and he has to play this hot shot Don Johnson. He's just like an out of work. It's sort of like Bull Durham. It's directed by the same guy. In fact, I think Bull
Yeah.
Durham's a great movie, but Tin Cup is not a great movie. I admit it. But it's about how he goes, and then he gets to this hole. The big important part is that he gets this hole, and he knows he can make the shot over the water, and he hits it into the water, and they're like, you still have a chance to win. Just play up in front of the water, and then that's what a professional would do.
Yeah.
And he goes, I know I can make this shot. And he does it, and he shoots it in the water again. They're like, listen, you have a chance to tie now. Just lay up, do the shot you're supposed to do, and let's try and win in extra holes or whatever. And he's like, no, I can make the shot. Hits it in the water, and then he just melts down at the end, just hitting the ball in the water over and over again. He's like, I know I can make this shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there are times in my life where I'm constantly going, this is a Tin Cup moment right here. I'm just either in a way that's disparaging to myself, like I'm being an idiot, or it's more like, no, I'm not backing down on this. I know I'm right about this. I will not. And my friend,
Right.
and we always have this Tin Cup thing. He and I would be like, oh, I was hanging out with my friend the other day and I had this crazy argument. He's like, and it was exactly like Tin Cup because blah, blah, blah. He knows the movie.
Yeah.
He's a filmmaker who went to film school in Poland and has made films, and he also loves Tin Cup. We're the only two people in the world,
Yeah.
except for Cheech Marin, Don Johnson, and director Ron Shelton, and of course Rene Russo, who's the love interest, the ingenue, if you will.
I'll have to use that. I'll have to use that line next time I have one of those moments.
That's your tin cup moment.
Yeah, when I'm like at work trying to connect to the network remotely, and I just keep hitting the same button over and over again.
I know
I can do it. I know I can get this file before I lose my job.
I'm tin cup. I can do
Tin
it.
cup, don't fail me now.
Feet.
Sorry, Tom. You were starting a story where I insisted on. I clearly asked that question so that I could tell my tin cup story.
I was interrupting you, and we were on a topic, and you were finishing it up, and
Right.
I apologize. I was struggling.
I'm just struggling.
No, we're minute 97. We're basically just about done with the movie.
Don't tell people that.
Well, I'm
You
just
come back
saying.
for more.
I don't want to scare them. Just listen to the whole show again, and it's like we never went anywhere.
Go
But,
back through because there are nuggets. There
Oh my
are
God!
little
Yeah.
nuggets hidden everywhere in this show. Everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is
Well, I
some
would
65 hours of programming, 67 hours of programming.
Colossal Robert Altman film where you
And
just
there
every time you
are-
watch it, there's new
Yep.
stuff.
There are Easter
Well,
eggs.
why doesn't
this son of a
everybody
bitch.
right? Well, why doesn't everybody just start posting their favorite moments in the listeners' hole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us your top moments, top Easter eggs of this.
Is it
journey
what
that
happens
we've
to
been on.
Gordon Jump when he dies?
Oh.
Is it Mike's
Right.
before and after pants? Is it Salvation Army struggles? Is
Struggling.
it? I don't even know.
There's so much there. I think we
And
have
if
to
you have
start
any
over
questions,
again.
go ahead and send them to check out the listener soul. I've asked for questions for the last. We're going to do a little. I think we might do a reader mail segment. I'm getting a lot of questions. Keep them coming, folks.
Right.
You might be able to hear your question on the show.
And that's the next best thing to being rich and famous.
And if we choose your question to be read over the air, one of us will leave the message on your voicemail for you.
Right.
We'll drive to
One
your
of
house.
us.
and
I'll go.
give you a
I'm
cake."
Carl Castle.
Yeah, Carl Castle will leave the outgoing message on your voicemail.
Right.
We'll do our best Joe Namath impression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your question is chosen, you will receive an incoming message on your voice. On your
Offer
voicemail.
not valid.
Yeah, I'll give you a
From
call
one
and
of
leave a
us.
message on your voicemail.
Yeah. I'm watching you.
No, I'm really
Going
not.
through your trash.
Oh no, but the reason I'm horrible and the reason I suck and the reason I'm a huge failure is after 97 episodes, I don't even know when this came up, but it was probably 97 episodes ago, I still have not seen Port of Call New Orleans or MacGruber.
You're an asshole too.
I'm an asshole.
I
What is
haven't
No
wrong
either.
with
excuse. I don't know. I don't know.
It
what's
just
wrong with me.
angers me because
I think MacGruber is the worst movie that he likes. I think that's not the Tin
Oh.
Cup.
no. I
Yeah.
realize that Tin Cup sucks. MacGruber is a masterpiece that not everyone can see. Not everyone
I bet I could
understands how
see
great
it.
it is.
I want to believe that I could see it.
Is it like the
Well,
Sixth
that's the
Sense?
thing.
Maybe this will
It's-
be a bonus episode down the line. We'll
There
just
are-
show up out of nowhere with a bonus episode where I get to finally talk about MacGruber.
Well, what if we
and
do that
Port of
minute
Call
by
New
minute?
Orleans.
Let's minute by minute MacGruber.
Jesus.
Oh God, I do it. Oh my God, I do it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And I've got a feeling that a certain golf expert from Plymouth, Michigan, who might have been a caller, would very much enjoy doing the MacGruber minute.
Well,
Wow.
you guys
Wow.
have fun with that.
We will.
We'll see you do it.
Yeah, we won't have a sourpuss just raining on our parade the entire time.
Yeah, if by raining you mean carrying this shit show, then that's exactly what then we got. That.
REIGN raining. See?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there.
Oh.
You
It
see
was
what
a
you did there? No,
It's a
yeah, that's
badly
exactly.
spelled
You were
compliment.
raining all over this thing.
All I did, I was raining down threes on this show since minute one, when I brought up the forest porn.
I don't
Yeah.
know if you brought up the porn on the forest, did you?
Look it up. Look it up.
It was very organic. I don't know who
It
It was
was
very
organic.
organic, but I drove that, and everybody knew listening to that who was going to be the one to latch onto, and this show was me.
But I have to say, I made the joke about bringing the porn back to nature and returning it to nature.
That's true. That
Yeah,
was
you
good.
did, but that wasn't a funny joke.
Joe has,
Ooh.
who has the most funny lines is Tom. He just slips them in, and you don't even notice them
Is that
until you
true?
listen later.
Mr. Lewis. Really?
I
true.
listen all the time, and Tom's got these little things where he just slips one word in, and he goes boom, and he just makes like this funny little joke, and then the conversation keeps going.
Like Popeye.
What's porn?
No, that was what Popeye's genius was. When he's delivering his lines, he'd be mumbling and he would never stop talking.
Right.
Yeah.
And every once in a while he'd say,
It's a birdie! It's a birdie!
I was doing that for my son the other day at dinner, and he was laughing his head off.
Right.
Stole that from Mike DiMaria.
Yeah.
Hey, should we do
Glad
trivia?
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
It's one of our last trivias.
Oh, we
Getting
can't do
bittersweet.
I think you may have prematurely.
No, we've already
did
done
this.
that. We did that already. So we only had to do
Oh.
it once. Where we got
Yeah,
it
we
right
did it
there in
already,
the
I'm
show.
sorry.
Yeah, we did it.
I forgot
magic
we
trick
did
doesn't
it
work
already.
anymore. Yeah. That was great, though.
Yeah.
It just fell off the face of the earth. Anyway, this one actually, ironically enough, does begin with a hole-in-one, but we'll just do it as a regular card, I guess. What color are Drew Scott's golfing gloves?
Oh my
Drew
god.
Scott's. Jesus.
I gotta say they're white, probably.
By the way, Drew Scott, I'm still picturing him as Gatsby. When I see the name Drew Scott, I still think of Gatsby, but I know it's
Yep.
Drew Scott now.
Me too.
We've all learned something through this show. Without this show,
show.
most of us, except for Kevin Marr, who explained the whole thing to us, would still be thinking that Scott Powell was Drew Scott.
Right.
Oh, let's not do this
And I
again.
barely would have noticed.
I don't want to go through
Brian
this again.
McConaughey.
McConaughey, is that like one of those conventions?
Yeah, it's like an invention.
I'll see a convention, a
convention.
McConaughey.
Oh, like McConaughey. Speaking of, Mike is not joining me at Movies by Minutes Chicago, the big Movies by Minutes event.
I literally cannot. I mean,
know.
let me
I
tell
know.
you something.
Hey,
Let me tell you
listen.
something.
I can't.
Tell me
The
something.
fact that I'm doing this show right now and not sitting at my computer working, because
Yeah.
to keep my set afloat at work, I have to be working 24 hours a day, and I'm not doing that. So every morning, every day, I'm bailing water out of the boat, and Saturday is my last. I'm just bailing water out of a boat, and it keeps
Yeah.
filling up with water. And Saturday will be my last day before I got to go to Australia.
Oh, man. Well,
Why
that's a
did
good
the-
excuse.
Why did
Go
the
ahead.
Wobblies arrange for those strikes and everything? If we were gonna have to do this thing now where we always feel like we're constantly underwater, we don't get any time off. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
What are
it
you
is
talking about?
bullshit.
Who are the
Well-
Wobblies?
I'm going with it. I'm assuming that he knows what he's talking about.
The industrial workers of the world, 1914, 19th, whatever it
Oh,
is.
okay. You're talking. Oh, you're talking.
Paper
Oh, I
mill
see what
strike.
you're saying.
That was when we suddenly had the weekend. Now everybody takes the weekend for granted, and now they make you work on it. You shouldn't have to work on the weekend. You shouldn't have to work.
It's like Loverboy said.
Well, I don't have to go. I don't have to go into work, but if I have to, I better be working. I gotta work all the time. I mean, I got. It just keeps. It's like a fire hose.
Why?
I gotta take a drink from
Why?
the fire hose
Yeah, what would
Why?
happen
because
if he
that's
didn't
just
work?
the way. If it
If
didn't
you didn't
work,
work off hours. No, I
And
mean, if
I'm-
you didn't work on the weekend or after hours.
there's not
or-
enough time. There's not enough hours of the day to get the work
Yep.
done.
Mike,
And what I've done was when I almost went to the house, the big house, when I almost just walked into the loony bin a few months back. It was
Sure.
because I was trying to keep every single ball in the air, and
Yeah.
I've let some drop,
Oh,
and that's allowed me to continue existing on this earth.
that's satisfying.
do you feel that your life has gotten better since your balls have dropped? Or
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, asshole. It's real funny.
you know what though, Mike?
How
The
Dan
reason
wants
I'm
to kiss you.
confrontational about this is because I feel that I'm in exactly the same situation. I feel like I'm not. I've got stuff where I'm like, if I'm not working on it right now, all it's doing is just like piling. It's piling,
Yes.
and I can't.
I understand
it's
that.
like, I've used the exact boat analogy before. Like if I don't scoop it out, I'm done.
Yeah.
And this is bullshit. I don't understand how we wound up like this.
I don't know, and it's I can't even, but it is, it's exactly what it is. It's
easy for
I don't
you
know
to
what's
say.
going to happen, but see,
How would
it's
Officer
now see, it's
Let it go.
Telefangasmo put it?
no, that's what's going on in my head right now.
Yeah.
Is that right there? It's it's exactly that on a stick.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I got you.
This is all just
Well, you
a
don't
long
got
way of
me.
saying that you don't know what Drew Scott's golfing gloves look like with the
Yeah.
color there.
Well, no, but the point is
And in conclusion, white.
oh,
Yellow.
yellow.
They're yellow. Sorry.
But it's like right now, I'm sitting here and I'm doing this show with you, and I can just see if I looked at my phone, I would just see that number rising on the email. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And yet you want to do an extra show when we don't even really need to. You want to do an episode covering the 7 seconds of minute 99.
We have to be
wrapping it all up with 98. You're bringing this on yourself, Mike DiMaria.
We owe it to the
You're
fans.
struggling.
To be
Well, the fans are going to like it if
thing.
Mike dies, if Mike, just self-combusts or something.
Do you want to just make this the last minute? We can make this.
No,
the
I don't want to
last
make
minute.
this the last minute. I want to
God,
make
no.
98 the last minute.
No.
We'll make fine. Whatever you
99
want to
is
do.
the
7
last
seconds.
minute.
What?
99 is the last minute of Caddyshack.
But it's only 7 seconds long, is all I'm saying.
Right.
And then we end on a Monday. It's weird. If we ended on 98, it's so tight.
Well, I'll tell you what. We got a week for the listeners to send their questions in, their their favorite moments of the show, and I think the last minute we'll dip into the reader bag, the listener
I mean,
bag.
you said that now, and now they're sending them in now, but it's already too late by the time they're hearing this.
No.
And Dan already posted that. He posted that like almost a week ago, and
But we've referenced-
But I'll
ideas
post
have
it
been
again.
flooding in.
This is exactly
But
like
we've
Bill and
refer-
Ted's Excellent Adventure. By the time anyone's listening to this, I'll have gone back and posted to the listener's hole again about questions that will help us fill up minute 99.
Right.
That's right.
But then the people hearing this will have already posted, and they'll think that they have to post again because they will not have remembered posting already because of the paradox. So then they're going to probably, I'm assuming, they would submit the exact same question word for word that they would have done the first time.
No,
I
I
don't
will
think so.
remind everyone in the listener's hole to
I can't
post
wait
their
to see what
questions,
happens.
one way or the other, in time for
Yeah.
minute
Yeah,
99.
it'll happen.
I mean, 7 seconds, 99. Anyway. How many words does Angie say to Carl during their chat?
How many what?
How many words does Angie say to Carl during their chat?
When he's got the pitchfork against his throat.
Yeah,
He might say something in there. Son of
I'm
a
thinking.
bitch.
I think he just makes a noise.
I guess there's no way they would ask it unless it was 0, right?
That's a good point. That's a good,
0, one of the options.
oof. None, 2, 3, or 5.
None.
Oh.
None? I'm going to look.
No.
Oh my God, really? The answer's 3. What
Oh,
does he say?
God.
What does Angie say in that scene? We're bad Caddyshack fans.
I was trying to remember. He says, I don't know, or something like that. He's like, who do you think they give me? And he goes, I don't know. And he goes, the Dalai Lama himself. Something like that.
Oh, it could be. I don't know counts as 3.
Bitch.
That's weird.
All right. Hey,
All right,
listen.
which of the following occupations does Danny not pretend he wants to be? Senator, priest, golfer, or lawyer? It's got to be golfer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Yeah.
Golfer. Trick question.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He never says senator, does he?
No. Does he? He says he wants to be a lawyer and a priest.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it. He says,
Yeah.
I don't know. No, what is
I
it?
don't think he ever says he wants to be a golfer.
No,
Boy,
he doesn't.
I don't know. I mean, senator's out there somewhere. Where does senator come from?
I'm going to go with golfer. on this one.
What's her name? The Lovey, whatever. Mrs. Smale says, you're the young boy who wants to be in the Senate.
Oh, right.
So maybe that implies that he had said that to her before or something?
Right.
The
Very
answer is
good.
golfer.
Very good, Tom.
Look at me. I'm good at Caddyshack.
You just
All
stop.
right, last question. I'm a stop. Who says, what are you, a diabetic?
Are you a diabetic?
That was one of the finest moments of the show.
The late
when Dan in episode
Albert
3
Maloney.
got
Well,
out
it was
when
episode
Mike got
4,
out
I think.
the script.
It was
for-
episode 4 or 6. I don't remember
the
which one. It was
switch.
either
Get
one of
the-
those two.
Maybe it was 4. Get the
'Cause it's-
stick.
Get the
Danny's a
strap.
diabetic.
Oh, get the strap. Danny's a diabetic.
I need a diabetic with a strap.
Yeah, he let himself get a disease. Beat the shit out of him.
How many cokes you have? I don't know.
Oh no.
4 or 5.
What are you,
What are you,
diabetic?
Diabetic.
Well, that was trivia.
No. Good job.
I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry.
No.
All right, listen. Listen, all you freaks.
Hey, listen.
We're going to call this one. This is minute 97. We hoping. Oh, next one's exciting. We get the full cast list. I don't mean to spoil anything, but we get the cast list, and that's always fun. It's always one of my favorite parts of any credits of any movie.
Right. All-star cast.
Yeah. So, everybody, come back next time. Will next one be our last episode? Who knows? Like it matters. But listen, we'll be back next time, and so will you for minute 98, possibly 98/99, because it's only goddamn 7 seconds, of Caddyshack here on the Caddyshack Minute.
Blank.
Struggling.
I want to kiss you.
Hey, you scratched my ankle!